A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They try the left side with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Kaiser. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw his car. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Come on, let's go!
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go!
On play action, Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Give. It's Washington. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the... of scrimmage. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run again with Hood. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And the D looking like they may blitz. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Kaiser. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Gives it off to Washington. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Washington. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This is Washington trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Right back to Washington. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Kaiser. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Kaiser to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Good move by Duke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Johnson running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play clock winding down. A handoff to Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Washington. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He'll rifle this one, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing, and this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. 190. 190. Flex round. Flex. Here we go. Flex round. 190. Ohio.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw is Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be taken short, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on third down. Carr. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action. Kaiser eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Kaiser now. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try the counter with Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They run with Washington. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back Excellent field position. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Going deep for Benjamin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play fake. Kaiser dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser now from the 50. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So out come the Raiders. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr now on 1st down, and he fires one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit, maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.